Hello and welcome to the Main Event Podcast. We have replaced Raza with a computer due to common demand. Joining me are the returning Imran and Arif.
We're back. Hello, world. And it's party time here at the Main Event Podcast Studios. Return of the Mac. I really hope we don't get done. I hope we don't get done for that.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you may have already realized, seems like Russell's not here today. So I guess we're gonna introduce it the way we like to introduce it. I'm one of your two co-hosts, I guess. My name's Arif, and I'm here with the amazing Imran. Imran, you want to say hello?
Hi, I'm great. Hello, world. I am back. Arif is back. The Main Event Podcast is back to greatness.
And we've turned heel.
We have.
We've got rid of that Raza. Episode 834, obviously of the weekly Main Event Podcast. If you want to send us a Facebook message, you can do that on Facebook itself. If you just go to where it says sign up, and then send me your bank account details. You can do that there. Twitter is exactly the same, but not quite working the way that you want it to, because that's Twitter. No one uses Google Plus, so you don't have to bother about that. You can visit us on the internet. We own www.youtube.com. Send us an email at markzuckerberg@facebook.com. And I guess we're about ready to start with the show.
Uh-huh.
Not on my watch.
Oh,
Not like this.
Oh, it's back.
I was never aware.
wait, what locks did you use?
I don't use any locks. I'm always lurking in the shadows of the Main Event
Well,
Podcast studio.
I thought you were still in that corner from last week, still talking to yourself.
I'm here even when I'm not here.
Can we just address last week? Because, I mean, a lot of people thought that we were, a lot of people, our 7 listeners probably thought, well, why are Imran and Arif not there? Our favourite 2 hosts, obviously
yeah.
Arif being the favourite one
We'll go with that.
out of the 2. Can we shed some light on the situation
It's
about
not-
what really happened?
Yes, the truth.
Well, it's not for me to say, really, is it?
Raza
Why-
changed the locks.
No.
Yes. If you listen closely, you could hear us banging on the wall.
That was
Yep.
my knee hitting the table because I was enjoying myself.
Go ahead, listen to the podcast again. There we go, guys. Just got us another 7 listens. Stitcher. Everything's just up in the air. I don't know where to go without some guidance. Raza, help
This
me.
is why you need me, because I'm here to bring order to everything. Right? So next time, just let me be here and don't say the computer's taken over, because that'll upset me. Welcome, guys and girls, to the Main Event Podcast, the only podcast you need for all your weekly updates, news, information, rumours and entertainment surrounding the WWE. As always,
Boxing.
I am Raza, and joining me, unfortunately, again, are Arif and Imran,
Hello.
as you've probably noticed by now.
Hello, guys.
After the late start, how you guys doing? I feel I'm obliged to ask that at least.
Yes, I am very well after a week of you keeping us off air.
Yep, that wasn't forceful at all. We
Hey,
are
I,
now
just, I just took a holiday afterwards. I went to the Poconos.
we are now almost 48 hours away from the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, and it is looking like a good card right now.
Do you know what else is 48 hours away?
What is 48 hours away, Arif?
The Poconos, when you do a trip through Australia.
What is this with you and Poconos and computers today?
I don't know, but stop poking your nose in it.
Apologies for the delay and the jokes, but it's the 21st consecutive episode without fail. Our numbers are still looking good, and of course we wouldn't be at this stage if it wasn't for the few avid listeners we do have, as I've guessed, approximately 7. We have always said even if one individual tunes in every single week and listens, we are more than happy. So big thank you to the fans and friends of the Main Event Podcast on Facebook, Twitter. I've received some positive messages, I'm having some good WWE related conversations with some of my followers. A couple stand out more than others, because some of you like TNA. I can't be dealing with that. You know,
Block them from your life.
you know exactly who you are. Hopefully your efforts don't go to waste and you continue to help us grow. As I said, we appreciate every single one of you for sticking with us on all social media platforms, everywhere. And
Including Google Plus, yes.
yeah, for the 3 that probably use that, us 3 are probably,
Yeah.
yeah. The couple on Twitter I talk to as well, practically on a daily basis. Thank you. But yeah, if you do find us on Facebook, Twitter, whatever, then feel free to add us and we'll happily talk all things WWE. Our content is not only on YouTube, but if you use iTunes, you can download our episodes there every single week, and your BlackBerry users can find us on their podcast. store area place, as well as Stitcher.com. Arif, any?
Stitcher. It's been 2 weeks.
Yep.
Stitcher. 20% off your next order.
There you have it. 20,000 plus radio shows which you can listen to on the go. Obviously, the one you're listening to us.
Now, where are we in the Stitcher universe right now? Should we get our calculations ready? That means me and Imran will stall while you look for the numbers.
I've already checked. We're in the top 10,000. So, still...
Pretty
a
good.
great feat for us. Hopefully we continue to rise up in the charts. That's consistent.
Pretty good.
Consistent. But hopefully you download our shows as well. iTunes, everything else like that are equally important to us as well.
Yes. Talking about consistency, what episode is this on the trot?
21st.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Yeah, the next one is going to be the one in 21 and 1.
Well, this
Does that mean we don't make it
Yeah.
consecutive?
Oh, damn.
that kind of doesn't work out, does it?
Not really a good thing, yeah.
As always, we want to hear from you anywhere and every way possible. As I've rambled on earlier, there's all them options. Or you can like us on Facebook at The Main Event Podcast. Send us an email at tmepodcast@gmail.com. And of course, please visit our website. I don't know why you would. www.tme-podcast.com.
Podcast with a P.
For all our information and stuff like that, which you're probably not interested in.
Yeah, you're probably not interested in, but you should be, because we're now selling T-shirts.
We are?
They're not our T-shirts. We
We're just
found
selling
them in the back
them.
of a van.
We're just selling
but
them.
we're still selling them. All
But
profits go to my pocket.
please do get in touch. We would love to hear from you more and more as time goes by. We want your questions about us, our thoughts on the WWE, favorite superstars, pay-per-views, thoughts on the current product. As I said last week, I'll never end in love for Damien Sandow. I did mention that last week, but...
Behold the power of magnetism.
Oh,
You knew. As soon as you brought him up, you knew.
kind of walked into that, honestly.
Are you finished? Are you quite finished? Are you finished? Are you sure?
I don't know what to say.
He was so bad.
Oh, man.
Stop acting your hair color. Awesomely rad. Silence!
Yeah, anything you want to ask, we will answer. But yeah, and so yeah, our newest feature as well. I was kind of putting it down right now with that. But yeah, our newest feature, if you do feel like, you're lonely, you need someone to sing you happy birthday, fill out an application form or just tweet us or Facebook us saying, Ray, it's my birthday. Arif will very kindly serenade you with his very own happy birthday, creepy Mysterio edition.
Yep. Rosa, if you're feeling down, I'd be
No,
more than happy
what?
to do it for you.
I am so happy right now. Can you not tell?
Happy birthday
Oh, no.
in advance to Raza. Happy pants.
oh.
Just a little teaser for you there, Rosa.
I didn't know if that was supposed to make me feel better, but yeah. Yes, I will serenade you with that. And we hope you do stick with us as we continue our journey to become a top or even a recognizable WWE podcast. Rather than this week, I hope I can continue last week's brilliant show, off the charts stuff. But yeah, we do have some good stuff lined up for you today, just like every single week. The reviews, the news, and of course discussions on certain topics. Last week there was no discussion because, I was all alone
That would be fun.
by myself, with nobody to talk to but myself. And of course the few listeners that we have.
Don't milk it.
And the voices in my head. But yeah, this week we will have something to talk about. Arif and Imran are back. And what better place to start with the Extreme Rules card in a bit more depth a little later on. And of course the predictions. As you know, there's a lot at stake.
Eagerly anticipated.
But yeah, he's back. I know you all missed him. I missed him. Not you, Arif. Back with the best review of the worst show the WWE brings to you every single week. It is Imran with his Friday Night SmackDown review.
And I finally take hold of my show.
Please do. I'm not even going to argue. You can take that back
Yes.
and have it.
Yeah. And after an awful show last week,
Whoa.
SmackDown opens with Vicky Guerrero announcing that Authority had the night off and The Shield would be having another 3-on-11 match as the main event. Is this show going to be another recycled Raw? Well, just as my smile turned upside down, this happen? Vicky Guerrero led into tonight's opening segment, the great debate between Zeb Coulter and none other than Paul Heyman. Zeb Coulter go to talk about how he brought in Cesaro, even though he isn't a real American, and how, just like every other immigrant out there, he has turned his back on the real Americans. The buzzer beeps and it's time for Paul Heyman to speak. Heyman starts by thanking the fans, thanking Vicky Guerrero for setting up the debate, and begins by, "My client, Brock Lesnar, conquered The Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania." To that point, my client, Brock Lesnar, conquered The Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania. I need you all to understand, it was my client, Brock. And this goes on and on and on. And just as it was getting annoying, it turned into brilliant. I started laughing. Zeb Coulter starts to argue some more and brings up Paul Heyman's history. Paul Heyman responds by saying his guy won at WrestleMania, and when was the last time a Zeb Coulter guy won anything but at WrestleMania with Cesaro, but he was already a Paul Heyman guy. The two men start to argue, which leads to the first match of the night. A good match, a great match, Cesaro versus Jack Swagger. Cesaro beat Jack Swagger after Cesaro pinned Swagger after the neutralizer. The Shield hit the ring after the match and took out Swagger with the Superman punch and a triple powerbomb. They said Swagger didn't adapt. It looks like they'll be doing this all night, as they said that they weren't done with just with Swagger. Next, we got a Divas match.
Tea break.
Yep. What he said, and I think it was Natalya getting defeated by Tamina Snuka. Yep.
P-Brick.
Whoever she is. Yep. And then we got Ambush. The Shield took out 3MB backstage. Triple H called Vicky Guerrero after this and told her to take the night off. Brad Maddox showed up and said he'll take care of things on SmackDown.
You said ambush. I thought they were ambushing Natalia or something.
Oh,
Until
no.
you made it clear.
P-break.
Yeah. Then we got a match where Curtis Axel pinned one of the Usos. It was Jay, I think. And Axel won the match by a swinging neck breaker. It was a boring match. And then we got the Wyatts walking out to the ring with a quick clip playing, reminding us of what happened on Raw, where the fans put Cena in a 3-on-1 handicap match. And when the spotlight came back on, it was revealed that Bray Wyatt and the family were standing inside a steel cage. He tells them to start singing and to love them, as in the fans. He says all power is measured by how much love you have, from joy or suffering. Love is like a ravageous, I can't say that word, sorry, fire with beautiful flames. Bray Wyatt says John Cena is losing their love and is losing his people, and it's their fault for what's happened. He tells John to stop thinking of Bray as a man and to stop underestimating him. He receives a big pop from the audience, and he ends it by singing on top of the cage. Eric Rowan and Luke Harper defeated Cody Rhodes and Goldust, and the ending was led in by Cody Rhodes, who was on top of the rope, on the top rope, getting pushed off by Goldust. It wasn't intentional. Goldust got thrown into the corner. And then we got a backstage segment with Brad Maddox in the GM office, and ambush! The Shield attacks Brad Maddox, and we've not had this much action on SmackDown ever before. And then, just as I say that, Santino and Emma make their way out to the ring, and this is where I decided, you know what? It's about time I had my first ever P match. But ambush!
Ambush!
Just as Fandango
Ambush
and
is
Layla
everywhere.
made their
Ambush!
Just as Fandango and Layla made their entrance, the Shield stops Fandango on the stage and triple powerbombs him off the stage. And now normally I don't include promos or video clips in my reviews, but I had to because we got another Adam Rose promo. And I don't know about you guys, but I love Adam Rose right now. Then we got to the main event, the 3-on-11 handicap match, but only 5 of the 11 make their way out. That's Ryback, Titus O'Neil, Alberto Del Rio, Bad News Barrett, and some...
How was that?
What's his name? I don't recognize this superstar. Who's he? Oh, some Damien Sandow. Yeah. Yep.
Behold the power of magnetism.
Yes, he wasn't dressed as Magneto during this match. But it was an entertaining match with Ryback looking strong. Alberto did decent too. And obviously all 3 members of the Shield shined. But it ended with Alberto Del Rio and Barrett running off. But Alberto Del Rio got caught.
Ambush.
Ambush in the match. Got caught on stage with a Superman punch, leaving everyone's favourite jobber, Damien Sandow, to get pinned. But that's not all, because Titus O'Neil gets speared, then Ryback gets hit with a triple powerbomb to end SmackDown. And pretty decent SmackDown, if I say so myself.
Yeah.
It didn't sound bad.
Damien Sandow.
Ambush!
Ambush!
Plenty of ambushes on
Yes.
on the night. But
Cannons!
Arif, what did you make of the SmackDown?
I didn't watch it.
What did you
because
make-
I don't like SmackDown.
What did you make of the review?
The review sounded good. It sounded like they're using the Shield very, very well, but they seem to be the main event players right now, and there's no attention on Daniel Bryan. Obviously, Daniel Bryan's had to go through quite a lot in the past week, so it's understandable that he wasn't there, and hopefully he'll be back on TV properly
They
after
did
a change.
actually play a lot of videos recapping what happened on Raw and talking about Daniel Bryan getting stretchered off. But other than that, there wasn't anything they could have said about Bryan and Kane.
Yeah, which is a shame because he's hit the heights that he has done. And he won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania, which is huge for someone like him. And then to have all this happen right now, obviously the wedding, and then tragically his father passed away. A lot of things have happened, so it's understandable why they haven't been using him. It's just a bit of a shame that he's not on even the B show. But apart from that, the Shield are very, very capable of being main event players. So why not?
The other thing about SmackDown for weeks now, it's actually been the Shield running SmackDown, and with Bray Wyatt having the 1 or 2 promos. So it was very textbook SmackDown, I think.
I enjoyed the
Standard.
Paul Heyman Zeb call to. That was
Yeah,
that was
the great
cool.
debate.
That was good. That's something I'd usually enjoy seeing on Raw, but it was good to have it on SmackDown. And
It's a reason to watch SmackDown, I guess.
either that or Imran just makes it sound like the greatest show on earth. Imran, what rating would you give that?
I would give that a... What rating did you give SmackDown last week?
I gave it a 2.5.
Then I would give it to 3.5.
Oh, okay. 3.5.
Honestly, it was good.
And where does that take us now? That takes to Monday Night Raw. And do you know what? I'm guessing
I'm ready.
this whole plan to kick me out of the show was Arif's idea.
No.
And for that, I'm taking over the review this week as punishment.
No! No!
No, it's done.
Stop muting me!
Hopefully you can't hear him now. Time for the Monday Night Raw review. I know you thoroughly enjoyed my review last week.
Can I at least help?
You can be like my sister who does the voices and stuff like
I'll
that.
be like Jerry the King Lawler.
Yeah.
Completely pointless.
That's perfect. Monday Night Raw,
And exceptionally racist.
April 28, 2014. The Scott Trade Center in St. Louis, Missouri. We begin the night with a shot of the ring, and he's surrounded by a steel cage. John Cena joins us in the ring. He makes his way to the ring. He starts by asking the WWE Universe, why?
Why?
It's not gonna.
Why?
This is not gonna happen the entire duration, is it?
Why?
He asked the WWE Universe why he deserved what happened last week. He said we were given a choice to make the odds for Cena last week, and he asks why again. He says as the votes came in, he realised he was forced to fight the entire Wyatt family. 10 years ago in the same arena, he was drafted to Monday Night Raw. He said he heard the loudest ovation he has ever gotten in his career. He says, but now times have changed. He doesn't fault the WWE Universe for that. He says he has had some good times with us and some nights tougher than normal. He says, but through all that, he has never abandoned us and will always put the WWE first. He asks why we follow Bray Wyatt.
Why?
He says he's excited for the time he has to step down because he sees how the future is in the locker room. He names our future stars in the business today. Was it Sami Zayn?
Sami Zayn!
Adrian Neville. gets his name thrown out there. So, unfortunately, Bo Dallas' name isn't there. He names...
Do you know what I love?
What?
The fact that he said Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, but not Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, take that as you may.
Yeah.
He says that Bray Wyatt is a dangerous man. He says Bray is nothing that any of us ever seen before. His words are motivating. He says that Wyatt's heart is cold and his passion isn't for the WWE, it's for himself. Cena says that this Sunday, any member of the family that shows up will be locked out. Most importantly though, Bray Wyatt will be locked in. He says no matter what, Bray will continue to manipulate. He says it won't be long before it's Bray Wyatt versus the world, and eventually nobody will be able to stop him. Then he is cut off by Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family. But it's not your normal Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan. Instead, the voice of a young child comes over the arena and he starts singing He's Got the Whole World in His Hands.
Oh, this was amazing.
The WWE Universe starts singing with him. The lights come back on in the arena and there are children on top of the stage singing the song. The lights go out again and Bray Wyatt starts singing and the family shows up on the stage. Bray then tells the children to sing with him. He then leads the choir down the ramp and towards the ring, all of them singing the song. Bray asks the C Nation to start singing with him. Then everybody starts singing. It's really good. And the choir starts circling the ring.
Really creepy.
Everyone keeps singing, led by Bray Wyatt. The lights go out again. Bray blows out the lantern, the electronic lantern, and lights come back on. Every member of the choir is now wearing a sheet mask.
Wearing a goat. Bah, children, bah.
Cena has a very scared and disappointed look on his face. Bray then starts laughing maniacally as we go to a commercial, and then back from commercial we just see a replay of what happened between the two. Solid opening promo.
Awesome.
Bray
It
Wyatt-
really was awesome.
Bray Wyatt didn't really have to say anything, did he, really? The kid singing did it all for him.
Sing with me, children.
And John Cena genuinely his acting didn't convince me, but he did look scared for the...
What is his face?
I have no idea. He just put his hand in his face and just squashing his nose.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was doing.
That's John's
I think
range of emotion.
coming down, so
We go back inside the ring. We're joined by the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Uso. He will be defending his title against Ryback.
Oos.
Oh?
No, there is no.
Oh,
O because
yes,
there's only one
exactly.
of them.
Towards the end of the match, Axel hits the perfect plex on Jay, but Jimmy Uso comes off the top with a splash on Axel and covers for the 3 count. Still champions by pinfall, the Usos.
I really like this match.
It was a good match as well. Ryback's been pretty good recently on the microphone
it's-
as well.
to be honest, I expected it on Extreme Rules.
Yeah, that's what I expected as well. But when you find out what made the pre-show, you will be surprised.
Okay.
We go back with Paul Heyman and Cesaro. Heyman says he's disappointed by RVD. He says RVD is an original Heyman guy and he is being disrespectful. He says RVD is getting under his skin. The last person to do that was The Undertaker, and we all know what happened to him.
What happened?
His client Brock Lesnar.
Hmm.
Imran, do you want to finish it for me?
Conquered The Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania.
That's what happened to him.
Oh yeah. Did that happen? Oh.
It's easy to forget.
Mm.
Heyman
Definitely.
admits he's a liar, he's ruthless, but he takes his clients to the top. Cesaro says that's all they needed to hear. They shake and walk off. We go to the announcers, and the show is what happened last week between Daniel Bryan, Stephanie McMahon and Kane. Cameras go backstage and we see Kane's mask inside a glass case. We're then joined by Sheamus. Before he can make his way down the ramp, he's jumped from behind by Titus O'Neil.
The brothers,
The most relevant thing he's done since his heel turn.
Sheamus O'Neil.
Sheamus O'Neil. That could work, I guess.
You know what'd be awesome? If Titus grows his hair out and it's just ginger.
That would be...
Titus just got all the pigment in the family.
Yeah, that's why he keeps himself like clean shaved, clean from the top.
Exactly, because
Everywhere.
he's secretly Irish.
oh, we figured it out, guys.
Heel tag team,
Titus tosses him into the
the
barricade
O'Neills.
and then into the ring post. The referee then starts the match. Really quick match. Sheamus just explodes out of nowhere, hits a bro kick and gets the victory.
I think he needed that. to be fair.
Hugh Jackman will be on Raw after the break. But we also find out that Adam Rose will be making his debut next week on Monday. Exciting times.
Oh.
Are you just his background vocals? 3 seconds later.
It's Adam Rose.
It's party time all the time.
Can we clear up what is the accent? I know he's South African, but that's not a South African accent.
Hello, I'm from London.
That's probably the closest we will get to it.
Don't be a lemon.
Be a rosebud.
Oh god, I can't wait for his
Ghana.
debut. Back from commercial, we are joined by Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler says that this is his favourite time of the year. The weather gets warmer,
Christmas.
the superheroes return to the big screen, and he mentioned the newest X-Men movie. He then shows us a preview of the movie, which looks pretty good. Back in the arena, Dolph Ziggler introduces Hugh Jackman. Jackman makes his way to the ring. Pretty good ovation as well.
Or as a huge Ackman.
Huge Ackman.
Yep.
Huge makes his way... No, that just sounds wrong. Ackman
There we go.
Ackman makes his way to the ring. Good reaction from the crowd as well. He grabs a microphone, hypes the St. Louis crowd.
And he says, "Good day, mate. I'm Australian." That was just, whoa, where did that come from?
Jackson says he's going to be back on Raw.
Good actor, isn't he?
He's done some neat things in his career, but it's one of the biggest and most exciting shows out there. He says what he loves the most is that anything can happen. Dolph says that's funny, he mentions that. He then shows us what happened last time when Jackman was on Raw and he knocked Ziggler out. Jackman says he wasn't going to bring it up. Ziggler said that Jack Swagger kicks harder than that, and it was worth it because he got knocked out by a true superstar. They shake on it and bury the hatchet, and they're cut off by Damien Sandow, who is dressed up as Magneto.
No. Do we know it was definitely Damien Sandow?
Yeah.
Because I thought it was really Magneto.
Is how good his disguise was.
Yep.
Yep, he really didn't make it himself. Yep.
Sandow says that he has come here tonight.
That Magneto says.
Magneto says, it's like I'm being forced to say this.
Yep.
Magneto says he's been forced. He's come here tonight so that the WWE Universe can see him in all his greatness. Magneto says that he looks and sees everyone trembling at the sight of him. He calls...
Behold the power of magnetism.
This is going to be a long promo. He calls Ziggler a blonde halfway and he is trembling because he is starstruck. Ziggler tells Sandow that he tripped on his cape when he said that. Sandow...
These two have got some really good natural chemistry. And
Sandow...
the fact that Sandow just doesn't laugh
Yeah.
is just awesome. He's really good at acting.
He's really good, isn't he? Future WWE champion. Sandow calls
Could I
Jackman...
just ask, Ziggler, was he actually acting there, or was that just him?
That's Ziggler.
I think it's probably just showing how they act towards each other in real life. Just joking around. Obviously, because the three of us are best friends, so I know what goes on in that exclusive circle.
What? Oh, I thought you meant the three of us. Oh, that's depressing.
Magneto calls Jackman Wolverine and asks him if he is some kind of mutant. Sandow says that the two of them will meet the same fate. Loud knock him out chance by the WWE Universe. Why would you say that to a man of
Is
his...
that what they were saying?
What were they saying? Sorry.
Knock him out. What
Okay.
did you think they were saying? Or is it not appropriate?
Oh no, we
yeah.
didn't. We actually didn't have a clue.
All right, okay. Then Sandow screams that he is Magneto. Jackman asks if he made his own costume and calls it incredible. Magneto asks Jackman if he is finished.
Are you finished? You're sure you're finished?
Oh God,
Are you finished?
can't keep a straight face. Jackman says that he's good. Magneto says, "Behold,
Say it. Say it.
behold the power of magnetism."
Really?
Jackman says that Sandow doesn't measure up to the real Magneto. Then he tries using the power of magnetism.
The power of magnetism.
Crying. Jackman acts like the microphone is pulling towards Magneto. He then suddenly stops and hits Sandow with a hip toss. Ziggler then hits the zigzag on Sandow. Ziggler and Jackman celebrate with the WWE Universe.
Hooray, they got rid of the tyrant Magneto.
Oh my god,
Yep.
that was very long.
And
The world is
WWE
safe again.
WWE comes back to normality.
Oh man, that was painful. We're joined by Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter, the Real Americans. They're followed to the ring by Cesaro and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman introduces himself to the WWE Universe. Heyman talks about his kids and said that they think he is a funny person. Heyman says he wants to tell everyone a joke. He
Oh,
says,
this is awesome. This is awesome.
knock knock,
Okay, I will play the part of the WWE Universe.
knock
No, Paul Heyman.
knock knock,
Who's there?
Mike.
Mike who?
Mike Lyant conquered the streak at WrestleMania. He says he won't mention it again, but says that his client Cesaro won the Battle Royal at WrestleMania. We then get into a match, Cesaro versus Swagger. Towards the end, Cesaro hits a German suplex on Swagger and pins him for the 3 count.
Nice.
Good promo, obviously by Heyman as well.
Oh, he's awesome. He's awesome.
We go to the back where Renee Young meets up with John Cena. She asks him about what happened earlier on. Cena says nothing and then walks off. Valuable 20 seconds of my life
Hey,
wasted.
you butchered. It's Lover Girl.
But it's...
Lover
Why would you have...
John, what happened last week? That's what it is.
Cody,
You
on,
okay, John? And she flutters her eyes.
Cody Rhodes and Alberto Del Rio in one-on-one action next. A match. Del Rio connects with his kick to the head and locks in a cross arm breaker. Cody tries to fight out of it but ends up tapping out. After the match, his brother Goldust tries to console Cody, but again Cody shoves him away just as he did last week. Right, cameras go backstage again, Cesaro, Heyman talking. We can't hear what they're saying, but we are joined by Lana, the ravishing Russian.
She didn't do the Nemanja this week.
She's not done it for a while, I've been noticing.
Wow.
She hasn't?
No.
Well, she looked great no matter what.
She
Do
speaks...
you know what they've made her do? They make her turn around now,
Yeah.
and then her dress gets shorter and shorter every week.
I
It's
know.
weird.
It's good, isn't it?
It's just, well,
Let's not get too carried away. She speaks in Russian and then introduces the Bulgarian brute super athlete,
the
Alexander...
Bulgarian brute, Rusev.
No, I'm not going to say it. Rusev will be going on in the ring with Xavier Woods. Rusev looks to finish off the match by locking in the accolade, but Woods' partner Arthur runs in the ring, knocks Rusev off of him, which means Rusev wins the match by disqualification.
Right.
After the match, they do knock Rusev out of the ring. He tries to get back in, and they just knock him out again, which...
Yeah. See, I've got a big problem with this. Like, you've got this potentially big superstar coming from NXT with huge amount of talent, and you put him into a rivalry with Xavier Woods. Nobody cares about. R-Truth, nobody cares about.
No,
In
it's
a
not.
match,
It's
a
not.
rivalry,
It's not that.
nobody cares
R-Truth
about.
and R-Truth and Xavier Woods are the jobbers of this generation, and Rusev's just going to go over them at Extreme Rules.
I think
That's just how it
what
works.
that
Nobody
showed when
cares
they
about-
knocked him out wasn't the fact that R-Truth and Woods knocked him out. I think what it showed that Lana, the power she has over him when she told him
Yep.
to stop.
Oh, as in, it would be amazing if like at one point Lana gets knocked out at ringside while Rusev has the accolade locked in, and then he just doesn't
let go.
stop.
Yeah.
He just doesn't stop. I think that's what it's
Well,
going to end up being.
The real problem I have, though, is you've got guys like Damien Sandow.
Whoa.
Let's be honest, our job is...
Future WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
He's a jobber right now.
It's
Wouldn't
Magneto.
it make more sense to have a guy like Damien Sandow feuding with, or getting run over by Alexander Russo?
No,
Just so it's
because
more relevant win.
no, because because Sandow is a heel.
But not as in like you don't even have to have him into a rivalry. Just having Rusev like beat Sandow so many times.
No,
that
because
work
Sandow is a
better
heel.
than-
I think for a few weeks now, whenever he's had the microphone, Sandow showing he can talk. Obviously, the WWE won't advance with that. But I don't...
Sandow's a heel, so
Yeah.
Rusev versus Sandow makes no sense.
Exactly, and there's
do you
no-
want people to start
Well,
cheering for Rusev?
They can't cheer for him.
Another like more relevant, like Dolph Ziggler. Then. How about that?
No, but Dolph Ziggler's not a fully blown jobber yet. Xavier Woods and R-Truth are.
Kind of.
I think it's because they're trying to show Rusev can take on two men.
Yeah, it's like Ryback. It's the Ryback thing. Ryback was taking on unnamed talent
Exactly.
for ages.
But I think this with
got him
Lana,
over.
with Lana, is going to be a lot better. As I said,
agree.
that scenario when she does get knocked out, that's something to eventually look forward to. We go to the back where Lover Girl is joined by Rob Van Dam. She asks RVD about his number one contenders match against Bad News Barrett. He says tonight Barrett is going to receive some bad news of his own. Zeb Coulter then shows up. Coulter says he and RVD have a common enemy, and that's Paul Heyman. Zeb Coulter asks RVD if they can work together and get rid of the common enemy.
No thanks, dude.
RVD,
Man.
you sound like nervous drug addict. RVD says he has a mind of his own.
Does that sound like RVD?
Yeah, pretty much. He says thanks, but no thanks. He says that he's just going to continue being himself. Three-man band defeat Los Matadores. We're then joined by Stephanie McMahon. She makes her way to the ring. Stephanie says that what happened last week was a senseless attack, and she wants to make it up to Daniel Bryan. She asks Bryan to come out so she can apologise. His music finally starts, and he makes his way out with Brie Bella. And Daniel has a neck brace on, and they are welcomed by loud yes chants by the WWE Universe. Bryan said that he almost believed Stephanie when she wanted Kane to stop last week. He says he almost believed her, but everyone knows that she is full of crap. Stephanie says that she has earned that, as she doesn't blame him for thinking that. Stephanie says that she and Triple H never wanted him to become WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and that their emotions ran high and got out of control. Bryan asks how she thinks Brie felt every time they did what they did to him. Bryan says she asked Brie not to do anything, and she agreed because she respects him. Stephanie says that he did it on his own and earned his championship. She says that all she wanted was to give Bryan a credible opponent at Extreme Rules. She tells Brie that she knows what it's like to have your husband wheeled out on a stretcher. She said that on behalf of the entire family, she is sorry. She says she apologises for everything. Bryan says he thinks the audience agrees with him when he said that he still thinks she is full of crap. Stephanie says she doesn't know how else to prove it. She asks Bryan to walk down to the ring and look her in the eye so she can prove it. Bryan says he's going to see a liar when he looks into her eyes. He knows that at the snap of her fingers, Kane will come down and attack him and Brie. Bryan says his head hurts bad, but he has never given up. He says the doctors have cleared him up for Sunday, and he will not give up in the match against Kane. If Kane takes him, he's taking Kane with him straight to hell. Stephanie says she doesn't know where Kane is, but his mask has been locked up in her office. Obviously, that lock is unbreakable, because Stephanie says so. She says that Bryan can't wrestle tonight, but Brie can. She says she wants to give Brie an opportunity for the Divas Championship on Raw. Bryan says there's no way Brie will be in the ring by herself. Stephanie says Bryan can be in her corner, but Brie's match starts right now. After the commercial break, we see Kane's mask is no longer in the case. I am shocked.
Oh my god.
That's like a whole star in rating itself. The shock factor.
Oh my god! No way!
Paige versus Brie Bella finishes in a no contest as Kane's pyro goes off. Bryan stands at the bottom of the ramp waiting for him. Kane comes out from under the ring and he tries to drag Brie into the ring with him.
To the depths of hell.
Bryan tries to attack Kane, but Kane keeps shoving him away. Kane climbs into the ring and stalks Brie. Bryan grabs a wrench from under the ring and blasts Kane in the head with it. He checks on Brie and Kane sits up. Kane connects with a big chokeslam on Bryan and starts stalking Brie again. Kane tries to pull Brie into the hole again, but Brie kicks herself away and bails out of the ring. Referees check on Bryan on the ramp as Kane smiles and laughs in the ring.
I love this segment. I really did. I think Brie by the side of Daniel Bryan is a perfect thing to do in this sort of situation. Kane brought a bit of relevance to his match. Obviously, it doesn't look like he's going to win, but he brought a bit of relevance to this match. And even Stephanie McMahon seemed very sincere. Like, we don't really know where she's going with it.
As in, she has to do something, doesn't she, with Triple H involved somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
I mean, guys, surprisingly, the world titles, well, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship was not there. Bryan did not bring it out. So, like, you didn't have that prize thing there, but yet there was this threat of Kane attacking Brie Bella, which I really liked.
But yeah, cameras go backstage again. Daniel Bryan is with Brie Bella in the trainer's room. Stephanie shows up and says she is so sorry for what happened. She asks the trainer if Bryan can compete at Extreme Rules. Bryan says he will, and Stephanie will regret bringing Brie into this. Brie very angrily tells Stephanie to get out of the trainer's room.
You bitch.
Once again, the lover girl is with John Cena backstage. This time Cena talks. He says he's sorry for earlier, but what happened to open the show didn't sit well with him. Cena says that's because of Bray Wyatt that he got caught up in everything. He says that the WWE Universe hasn't turned their backs on him. He says everyone has a fight and nobody fights like John Cena. He says that he has plans for Bray Wyatt this weekend. He tells Bray that this weekend will be the last time he sings his song.
That's not true.
We're then joined by Bad News Barrett.
You're a liar, John.
He says RVD thinks he's going to beat him in their match. He tells Rob that he has some bad news for him.
I've got some bad news.
Barrett says that the WWE slogan is then, now, forever.
Marijuana is illegal in this state, Rob.
He says RVD's slogan should be then. He says then was the only time RVD was relevant. He says when he finishes him with it tonight, he will prove that an old man can't hang with BNB.
BNB.
And BNB defeats Rob Van Dam in the finals of the Intercontinental Championship tournament and will now face Big E at Extreme Rules for the gold. Mm-hmm. After the match, Cesaro climbed in the ring and started attacking RVD.
Bullhammer! Oh my god, Michael!
Oh, well, I should say ambush, because Cesaro climbs in the ring
Ambush!
and starts stomping all over RVD.
Stomping!
Swagger gets into the ring and attacks Cesaro from behind. Swagger connects with a good red powerbomb on Cesaro. Then he starts attacking RVD. RVD fights back, kick to the head. Van Dam goes to the top row, hits a 5-star frog splash on Cesaro from across the ring, and then exits the ring. We go to the back.
Like we're gonna have a triple threat, and it's a bit weird to have a triple threat without a title on the line.
We go to the back with the Shield. Ambrose says that Extreme Rules, they are going to prove that Evolution has passed Evolution by. He says the Shield are going to chew them up and spit them out. Rollins says that Evolution likes riding style because they think that's power. He says that's what small men do to feel strong. He says the Shield is power, and that Evolution is going to find out what true power is. Roman Reigns says...
and El Torito in riding in style.
Roman
what
Reigns,
small men do.
Roman Reigns says that Orton used to be the future, but now he's the past. He says that the Shield is the future, and they better believe that and believe in the Shield. Back on Raw, Randy Orton makes his way to the ring with Batista and Triple H in his corner. Triple H says that on Friday the Shield took out 11 guys. He says that he should be mad, but he is impressed. He said
I'd be mad too. Imagine how expensive the bill was.
He says the Shield are trying to remind him of somebody, and that's them. Orton says that the Shield might think they are the new Evolution, but the problem is that they are still here. Batista says that the Shield will never be them. Triple H says he brought them into this world, and Evolution will take them out of it as well. Roman Reigns makes his way to the ring, joined by fellow Shield members Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins for the match. Before the match begins, Nature Boy Ric Flair returns, makes his way to the ring. Evolution gives Ric Flair a standing ovation and embracing when he gets into the ring.
I've been predicting this, just so you all know, for the past 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, he asks if this is St. Louis, Missouri, if he has ever been here before. He says he has been here and he has had a lot of fun. He says it's great being in the ring with the men who show what this company is all about. He says he ran up and down the road with the 4 horsemen and they're styled and profiled. He said the same can be said about Evolution. In his years on the road, he has seen everything come full circles, and he means the word greatness. He says he is surrounded by superstars that are the definition of power, style, and grace. He says what he is talking about now is the Shield. Flair shakes the hand of all 3 members of the Shield and then leaves the ring. Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton main event. That just finished with a mass brawl between all 6 men. I don't know what happened.
Best way to do it. Best way to do it.
So much action between all of them. Even though it was a one-on-one match, it was good that everyone was involved in some capacity. The Shield set up Triple H for the triple bow bomb, but he made a lucky escape. The night finished with Evolution backing up the ramp, staring down the Shield. I thought it was a good Raw, a good final Raw before Extreme Rules. Settled the main event nicely. The 6-man tag as well. What did you guys think of it?
I thought it was a great Raw. It was very, very entertaining. A lot better than, like, I think the past 2 weeks, especially from last week's. I knew there was going to be no winner between that Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns match, but it was still great. Ric Flair, great to see him on Raw.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was an amazing Raw.
I enjoyed obviously Bray Wyatt's opening promo. I think everyone enjoyed that. Paul Heyman, Cesaro, Shield, Coulter, Swagger, Bad News Barrett, everyone looked strong. That was a key thing before Extreme Rules. I'd give that show a 4 out of 5.
Yep.
Just
So, Arif, what would you give that show?
I would give that show a 4 out of 5.
look at
It's
that.
almost like someone already wrote down my rating.
Oh, Arif.
Honestly, you take my Raw, you take last week, you took my theory. You know what? I'm taking my theory back, ladies and gentlemen. It's the return of Arif's theory of the week. You're gonna laugh at me for this one. It's not even gonna be fun for me.
Okay.
There's a fourth member of Evolution, guys.
What? Okay.
It's not Ric Flair. Believe in evolution. Believe in evolution. Do
That's,
you believe?
I believe, but I don't.
Imagine how awesome it would be if not even if he's a member of, he just thinks he's a member of Evolution. He just wears the suit and follows them round, and he's just like, yeah, believe in evolution. Like, just it would just work so well if you just wore a suit and you see like the limo pull up, and then you see this like little minivan pull up behind it, and he gets out of it, and he's Bo Dallas, book it.
Honestly-
Bo Dallas is a member of Evolution.
Honestly, this is why I love Arif. He can make the most idiotic things sound so realistic.
How awesome would it be?
That would be
though?
pretty awesome.
I can't stop laughing.
He's crying. He's almost in tears.
That would be, honestly, like, I know I come up with some amazing theories, but I think this is possibly my best one.
Oh yeah,
Most realistic from the lot.
that would be actually really good. Good way to get Bo Dallas into the WWE main roster as well.
Evolution
But
is a mystery.
yeah,
Exactly. How he was evolved, I have no idea.
if you do agree with Arif's theory, please let us know. Let's move on to the news, guys. Not a lot to get through, depending on how quick I get through it myself. The WWE creative team are reportedly booking new Divas Paige to beat low-level divas such as Oksana and Alicia Fox, so fans can get to know Paige and her in-ring style a little bit more. The officials believe that having Paige work with Oksana and Fox, she'll develop more in the ring and become more supported by fans when it comes to pay-per-view matches, such as a match with Tamina Snuka at Extreme Rules. As you know by now, Daniel Bryan lost his father last weekend. Bryan has had some more bad news this past week. A little boy called Connor, I don't know how you pronounce his last name, Mikhailek. He is a young fan from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Part of Team Hell No is when Daniel Bryan and Kane met Connor. He gave himself the nickname Stone Crusher. The video's on YouTube, you can go and watch it.
I've seen it.
He sadly passed away the past week as well. He was a guest of Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 30. The two families did become pretty close. Sad news, and rest in peace to little Connor.
Rest in peace, Connor. Rest in peace, Stone Crusher.
According to sources, Wade Barrett's stock within WWE went up big time as company officials were very happy with his promo at the 2014 Hall of Fame ceremony. Was pretty good. Vince McMahon has also been very high on the Bad News Barrett gimmick, so you can't expect a big push in the near future.
Does that mean Intercontinental title?
Who knows?
He's winning it.
I hope he does. He'll do the title a lot more justice than Big E, for sure, with his gimmick as well, because Big E just has no gimmick. According to sources, there is a big push right now within WWE for main roster and development talents to come up with their own names for their finishes. WWE diva Rosa Mendes revealed that the name of her finisher will be Rosa's Thorn, whilst Chris Axel took to Twitter. He wanted the fans' ideas, but ultimately went with Ryback's. Ryback's
Suggestion?
idea. Yeah. Do you know what name it was?
Rolling Stone.
He called his finisher the Axhole. That I guess
Wait, what?
the Axhole.
Are you sure Axe?
Axhole.
See.
Axe hole or
Axhole. Axe.
hole as in hole, as in H-O-L-E.
Yes, Axe, as in H-O-L-E. That's the winner.
I've never heard Axe spelt that way.
According to sources, the reason for this
Okay.
is so that the company can trademark the names. Obviously, they can't trademark things like, suplex, body slam, powerbomb, that kind of thing. Dean Ambrose is now the longest reigning WWE United States champion since WWE brought the belt back in 2003. He's held the belt for over 340 days now, which is the longest since previous record holder, Montel Vontavious Porter, MVP.
Oh, I'm coming. Nobody can stop me. Nobody can hold me. Nobody control. I'm coming.
That's a new one, isn't it, on the podcast?
I'm here to do my thing. I'm here to paint no
Don't worry
games.
about it, Raza. MVP's on TNA. We never talk about TNA.
Ballin'.
WWE.com has posted a list of the top 10 hardcore wrestlers of all time. At number 10 we have Dusty Rhodes, 9 Shane McMahon, 8 Bruiser Brody, 7 New Jack, 6 Abdullah the Butcher, 5 Tommy Dreamer, 4 The Sheik, 3 Terry Funk, 2 Sabu, 1 I think we can all guess who it is. Mick Foley.
Foley.
Yeah.
Trying to sweeten him up, possibly.
Who knows? The WWE Network has now officially been released on the Xbox One console. If you can,
Yeah.
if you can somehow, I don't know, get the network before everyone else, then yeah, you can watch it on.
Unless you're in America.
Then you can
which
already get it.
means-
Ooh,
Yeah,
I've
you've
got
already
network.
got it.
In case it wasn't obvious enough on Raw and previous weeks, Cody Rhodes will be turning heel over the next few weeks. There are plans in place to finally do a Goldust versus Cody Rhodes match. The match was originally planned for WrestleMania 30, but they've held it off until now. It was announced this week by a wrestling promotion, not TNA, Pro Wrestling Noah, that Kenta has resigned from the promotion and will be wrestling his last shows. It was reported that Kenta spent some time at the WWE Performance Center. That led to speculation that WWE might be signing him. Apparently he did impress some people there. He has resigned now from Pro Wrestling Noah, so it could be a matter of time before he signs a WWE contract.
And just for those who don't know who Kenta is, he's a Japanese wrestler, indie wrestler.
Massive-
who's been wrestling.
massive
Yeah,
loss for Noah.
absolutely massive.
You can actually
Been every
go on YouTube, watch some Kenta's work. I think the matches I've seen, awesome matches. Daniel Bryan 2005, Ring of Honor.
Loki.
Loki, I think that was Final Battle. For those of you that don't know him and you don't want to watch that, he's the one who invented the go to sleep finisher that CM Punk uses.
So signing
Or
Kenta is
used.
huge.
Used. That's probably how he puts AJ Lee to sleep when she can't sleep. WWE has released some developmental talent. Mason Ryan, Shaul Guerrero, Oliver Gray, Danny Burch and Sarah Bachman have all been released over the past week. Bill Goldberg is said to definitely have interest in wrestling a match at WrestleMania 31 if the right deal can be made. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, he was interested before, but they couldn't come to terms because he's not working for a cheap fee. Goldberg is still in great shape. He trains almost daily at his gym, and he will be 48 by the time WrestleMania 31 rolls around.
And he's still used to putting people out of their career. Bret Hart.
Oh,
Shame.
oh. Can you have a match against John Cena? Because John Cena needs to get out soon.
No! Oh,
What the hell?
we've had this discussion.
This is so mean. What the hell?
Oh, I hate John Cena.
The full story of the Undertaker-Brock Lesnar match will probably come out publicly in a few weeks because Shawn Michaels is going to have an interview with Jim Ross. Apparently, Vince McMahon was the one who made the decision to have Undertaker lose the match. That decision was said to be made very late. The original plan supposedly was for Brock Lesnar to lose. Privately, people are saying that it was the wrong decision because they believe that The Undertaker will be back next year, and the streak was one of the big attractions at WrestleMania, but they've killed that now. Nobody's willing to say it publicly. Shawn Michaels might say it because, you know, he's pretty much bulletproof in the WWE. He doesn't care what anyone says to him. It's not going to affect him.
And he thinks he's cute. And he knows he's sexy. And he's got the looks
That's...
that make them all go wild.
That's-
And he's got the moves that really move him. And he sends chills, I apologize, down their spine. Because, Raza, he's just a sexy boy.
Sexy boy.
He's not your boy toy.
This is.
Toy.
That's it.
But yeah, I agree with that as well. Apparently when Vince made the call to have Undertaker lose, he did it because he didn't think it would be Taker's last match because of how bad his shoulder and hip injuries are. If he is going to have another match, that remains to be seen. AJ Lee scheduled to return to action in 4 to 6 weeks. WWE legend William Regal and talent Canyon Kemen arrived in Brazil on April 27th. The reason they did that was to scout Brazilian talent. Apart from Goldust and Cody Rhodes, the team of Ryback could also be set to break up. Teases will begin on SmackDown, which actually you might have seen by now. SmackDown.
Spoilers.
I'm not going to say anything. I
Ruined my SmackDown review. by
could
the way.
have. I just said the teasing it. That's not really a spoiler. During the WWE's first quarter investors conference call, they were discussing ways that they will be adding content to the WWE network. while they were listing new events such as Monday Night Wars, a new season of Countdown, they listed WWE Tough Enough, so that is returning
Ooh.
on the network.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
I want to see a documentary on the WWF / WWE / WCW / ECW alliance wars.
You might be able to.
I hope so.
As I previously said, WWE did release 5 NXT talents. According to one source, several other WWE development talents are also concerned about the future that might be released. There have been rumours of additional releases within the developmental system. Although nothing has been confirmed, no specific names are mentioned at this point in time. Everyone is still worried. Finally, we can't have the news section without a dedicated CM Punk story. WWE continues to edit CM Punk on the WWE Network. The latest edit is for the official SummerSlam 2013 artwork. The SummerSlam pay-per-view is now available on network and originally featured CM Punk and other superstars on the poster, but Punk has been removed from all the promotional material.
I guess he's definitely not coming back.
Good riddance.
It's a work.
A very dedicated work, I must say. That's the actual reason what's going on. What's happening this Sunday?
Uh-oh. It's the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. And I guess it's probably time to start the prediction show. As we all know, Rizal lost the WrestleMania prediction show.
On purpose.
He had to obviously review possibly the best film of all time, the Scooby-Doo WWE crossover show.
Oh man, that was horrendous.
This time, however, we're going to switch it up a bit. We're going to do Christmas Bounty because obviously it's Christmas. And as well as that, we're going to have to do episode 1 of Legends House. You're getting the bitter and the sweet with this. 3 points for a win. We're going to run down the entire Extreme Rules card for you people. I want to hear who you think is going to win each match. I want to hear why you think each person is going to win each match. And most of all, I'm also going to ask you about a surprise entrant on the card. This can be anyone that you may think that isn't on the actual roster or may even be on the roster that may turn up at some point apart from the announcers. So without further ado, we're going to start with the pre-show matches. El Torito versus Hornswoggle. And Imran, I'm going to ask you first for your prediction, please.
Well,
We're going through this again.
El Torito is going to win.
Why is that?
Do you want to...
Because we need more ambushes. Honestly, guys, I don't care. I won't probably watch the match, and it's a gimmick match. I don't know why it's there.
Raza, do you want to give us your prediction?
I think Hornswoggle probably needs this win a lot more because since his heel turn and he's aligned himself with 3MB, he's never been more relevant.
We're a 3-man band.
But saying that, I don't think the WWE will want to keep, want to upset the kids and stuff. So I think El Torito will win. What is it? It's called a WeLC match?
It's called a WeLC match, yes.
Miniature tables, ladders and chairs? That's probably...
Yeah, I hope so. Probably won't be, but let's hope it is. Let's move over to Alexander Rusev versus Xavier Woods and R-Truth. And Reza, we're going to go with you first. It's 2-on-1 handicap match.
I think there's only
What do you think?
one way. I think the only surprise of this is going to be whether it lasts more than 10 minutes. Rusev is going to win because Rusev is making a name for himself. He's undefeated. I don't see a reason why they want to make him lose to, as Imran said earlier on, jobbers. Yeah, it's pretty much straightforward. There's no other way of putting it.
Fair enough. Imran?
Well,
Although I'd like to see a double accolade.
Oh.
a double accolade.
That'd be nice.
That would be very nice, very nice. But let's be honest, like Bulgarian brute, Alexander Rusev. Do I have to explain why?
So
Okay, Rusov
yeah, confirmed. Done.
you're going for, yes?
Done.
Rusev,
Yes.
yep, okay.
Rusev.
We're gonna now move over to the triple threat match. Jack Swagger versus RVD versus Cesaro. Imran, what's your opinion?
Let's be honest, Jack Swagger's not much of a threat to Cesaro and his climb to the top, and RVD as well. Like, there's not much he's going to be doing in his run of his current run, and it's all about Cesaro right now. He's the top star. He's a rising star. It's a chance for him to shine. He won't be losing this match with two, let's be honest, mid-carders here. Cesaro all the way.
For an extra point, Imran, who
Yep.
will get pinned?
Oh, it will be Rob Van Dam.
RVD to get pinned. Okay. Rizza, what about yourself? Who do you think will win the triple threat match and who do you think will get pinned?
I mean, with Imran, I understand where he's coming from, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as that because Jack Swagger, he's probably the odd one out in this triple threat. Also, might say RVD is, he's got the least to lose here as well. I like the fact that there's 3 different styles. You got the strength, amateur background and wrestling, high flying ability. But as Imran said, at the minute there's only one man on his way to the top. That's Cesaro.
Yep. And who's he going to either pin or submit? Obviously it counts for
He's
either.
going to pin. As in, I've in one of my articles I've already wrote Rob Van Dam, and once I don't want to do the same as Imran, but for the sake of not losing, I'm going to go with RVD.
RVD it is. Well, I mean, seems like right now it's pretty even across the board except for Imran's Rusev against Rozav's Rusev. We're going to go to Big E versus Bad News Barrett for the WWE Intercontinental title match. And we're going to start off with you, Rozav, please.
It's one of the championship match. I've previously said Big E will be a better challenger than a champion. He hasn't become the champion the business wants him to be. The crowd are behind Barrett firmly. Holding the belt with the reaction he already receives is better for Barrett and better for the the prestige of the championship. I can see Bad News Barrett walking away as the champion.
Yep, so Barrett to win the title. So,
Well,
yeah, okay, we'll take that.
Well, Bad News Barrett, he's been Intercontinental Champion numerous times before. I don't remember him, you don't remember him, and that's Bad News Barrett. Well, Wade Barrett with Intercontinental Championship. I don't think they'll give him that title. I think it's a chance for both of them to shine, because they will. Big E will shine in the ring. Bad News Barrett will. I think Big E will retain.
Oh, wow.
Out of curiosity, who do you
Big
think?
E to retain. I genuinely believe that Barrett will win the Intercontinental title.
I think this is one
and
of
then
those...
hold it. Yeah, I really think he'll just hold it for a while and it'll be pointless on him though. I believe that Imran's correct, but I don't think they'll miss this opportunity to give him the title.
Ha! So, next week, when Big E wins, I have 2 faces to laugh at.
Arif might just let you... Well, when I win, Arif might let you review 3 or 4 different...
Yeah, but hey, I don't mind changing the rules when it's stacked against me. Paige as the champion, wow, versus Tamina Snuka. WWE Divas Championship match. What do you reckon, guys? Imran, we're gonna go with you first.
You're actually thinking about this.
He did the same thing with Brock Lesnar. We changed his mind,
Fair enough.
and then
Yes.
let him
I
think.
had
He's
Brock
allowed to think.
Lesnar. I had Brock Lesnar down to change my mind. No, honestly, guys, Paige all the way. She's been called up from NXT. She won Raw. She won the Divas title.
She won Raw. She did
won
it.
the entire Raw.
Yeah, Raw. She was Raw. She won the
She
Divas
was Raw. She was
What?
the entire Raw.
Yes, and let's be honest, like, they're not gonna take the title off her. There's no thinking about this.
I don't know.
That's...
It's on. She's holding the title until AJ Lee returns, and then there's gonna be a huge match. The Divas title, the Divas division is going to implode. It's gonna be that big.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Strong words there. Strong, very, very strong words.
I've
You're riled up by that.
I've got to agree with him.
A bit taken aback there, yeah.
Practically everything he said is going to happen. There's no way you'd call up a 21-year-old from NXT when you've been trying to get her when she was 19, 20. You wouldn't call her up to win the Divas Championship on her first night, her debut, and then lose it within 3 weeks. That's not going to make any sense. But yeah, I can see an AJ match happening, perhaps a submission match with both of the impressive submission movers. Paige is going to win this match. She's going to look impressive as well.
Seems like you've both gone for Paige because of the fact that she won the title on her first night there. Let's not forget that Carlito did the same. And Bray Wyatt versus John Cena steel cage match. Guys, who do you think's going to win that? We'll go with Reza first, please.
This is the only match, well, one of two matches on the night, which I think is just something straight down the middle. I think this Sunday we will see a darker side of John Cena inside the steel cage because nobody can help Bray Wyatt. Obviously, it's a great setting to do such a thing.
You're a liar, Reza.
I can see John Cena winning this to open up more possibilities. But I will go with Bray Wyatt. I don't think the WWE will have him lose back-to-back matches, with John Cena. And obviously, if Bray Wyatt wins,
Why not?
I think potentially that sets up one final match between the pair.
I think we can agree though. It wouldn't make Bray Wyatt look bad if he lost.
It wouldn't, but I don't
No,
think...
it wouldn't matter because his in-ring work, the let's be honest, WrestleMania match against them two was great. Bray Wyatt's the one who's been building this. He continues to do the best work every Raw on the mic.
Personally, for me, I can only see this going one of two ways. One, I'm just saying. No, I don't mean like that. I mean actual scenario.
A win or a loss for John Cena?
No, as in the specific scenario.
Okay,
Either Bray Wyatt will pin John Cena, or John Cena will escape the cage with Bray Wyatt.
You don't think Bray Wyatt will escape?
I don't think Bray Wyatt will escape. I think he'll stay there to punish him. I don't think he'll want to escape.
Fair enough. Wow.
But it's just one of those. Which scenario can I see in my head? I know I want to see John Cena escape because that opens many possibilities, and I want to see Bray Wyatt win because I don't want him to lose again. I know it doesn't affect him, but I just want to see Bray Wyatt win. But yeah, I will go with Bray Wyatt because I know Imran will go with the opposite, and we've got another different option.
Well, I was actually going to ask how Bray Wyatt would win, either by pinfall or escape from the cage for an extra point. I'm guessing I'm going to put you down for pinfall.
I'm going to go for a pinfall.
Yeah, no problem at all. Imran?
He's going to steal my scenario.
Bray Wyatt is going to win the match. It's not going to be John Cena. They won't have Bray Wyatt losing the match again. But
you just questioned why I said that.
yeah, I tried putting you off. But this won't be the end of the Cena Wyatt feud. This will still be the beginning because this rivalry can last. This rivalry is gold. This rivalry is genuinely gold, and it's going to last until SummerSlam. And this match.
Hold on. Time out. We had this discussion yesterday. Imran, what did you say yesterday?
I don't know.
You said, I don't see how long this feud can go on for. And I said, it can probably go on until SummerSlam. And then you said, really? Really?
Well, I don't remember that.
I remember
This is my predictions.
I remember everything. I'm an elephant. I never forget.
Yeah, I'm still going with what I say, which is Bray Wyatt winning, the rivalry going on to what I said, the SummerSlam, and
pinfall submission, escape from the cage.
It's going to be a escape from the cage. Although it's a steel cage match, I think he's going to get help from Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, and let's not forget they're going to be outside. They will be standing outside the cage, stopping Cena from climbing or jumping off or touching the floor.
I wouldn't be surprised if right now they're practicing how to climb the cage from the outside to get inside.
Yeah, definitely.
Or just enter through the door, which normal people do, but
which has always been there and it's always open. Just go through it.
But it's not normal. They're not normal, are they? So.
Yeah. But yeah, Bray Wyatt.
Okay, fantastic. Via escape from the cage. Evolution, Triple H, Randy Orton, and Batista versus The Shield, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. Let's start us off with Imran, please. Who do you think will win? Who do you think will make the pinfall, if there is a pinfall? And who do you think will get pinned? So there's 3 possible points here. 3 points for a win, sorry, and then 1 point for each of those.
Now again, this rivalry's been gold. Like, honestly, like as good as the Daniel Bryan situation has been, I've loved this on Raw. I have loved this on SmackDown, and this feud will go on till SummerSlam or just before SummerSlam, whatever. But it's going to be Evolution right now. Evolution are going to be the one who stand tall at the end of the match with their hands raised high. I think it'll probably be Batista who gets the win for Evolution over Dean Ambrose.
Okay.
But, yep, Evolution is a mystery.
Believe. Reza?
I think the biggest question here when you ask this match is who needs the victory more. Evolution already established in the WWE where the Shield will want to prove themselves, but if the Shield win, who gets the pinfall? Ambrose probably needs it the most, whereas Rollins, he's looked impressive. But then again, if the Shield win this match, then this feud kind of comes to a halt. They've got nothing else to achieve. They've beaten Evolution. That's why I think Evolution will win this first match between these two teams. That's going to set up many more potential matchups in the future. And I honestly believe there's no way Evolution would reform to lose within 2 weeks of them coming back after so long. I think Randy Orton will pin Seth Rollins.
Oh, Randy Orton over Seth Rollins.
Ari, if you can go Triple H pinning Roman Reigns, then we've got all
I
options.
guess I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
I get the last straw. To be fair, I agree with you both. I think Evolution losing in their first pay-per-view back would make no sense, and the Shield really don't need the victory right now as well. Dean Ambrose getting pinned by Imran, though, that's a bit of a surprise because I don't really see that happening. I think Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns taking the pinfall doesn't really hurt them as much as Ambrose
Agreed.
taking
As a champion as well.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll see what happens, I guess. And now finally, the main event, guys. Daniel Bryan versus Kane. Reza. It's an Extreme Rules match
Oh,
for
yes.
the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Had to announce that, didn't they? It's Extreme Rules.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think straight away this is too early to end Bryan's title run. Obviously with the stipulation it does open up a number of possibilities how the match could finish. It could finish off with a weapon, actually could make him submit, it could pin him. Whatever happens, I think Kane will get his rematch, meaning Daniel Bryan will walk out as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Does that mean by...
Well, I don't know which. That's kind of... I'm going to say pinfall. Kane won't submit to Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan by a pinfall? Because obviously disqualification can't happen.
Yep.
And Imran, please.
Yep, and I'm going to go with the no-brainer to Daniel Bryan. It's been a long journey for Daniel Bryan to reach his goal, which is winning the title. And so soon after WrestleMania, he's not going to lose the title. He's been through a lot, like when it comes to his personal life as well. He's not. This is going to be a feel-good moment for him as well, again.
Definitely. By a pinfall,
Brie Bella
or...
is going to get involved. And maybe
I hope so.
Stephanie McMahon, but yeah, it should be good. I'm looking forward to it.
Pinfall submission?
Oh, pinfall.
Pinfall. I can see Kane getting put in the yes lock and tapping out, to be fair, the LaBelle lock. But hey, I guess we're all done with Extreme Rules, guys. It doesn't feel like it's so soon, but yet it really is. I mean, the go-home show for Raw set it up quite nicely, I guess. And we've got a really, really good card here. Got Bray
strong.
Wyatt, John Cena, like a three-tiered main event with Wyatt, Cena, Evolution, Shield, and Daniel Bryan and Kane. It's going to be a really, really good pay-per-view. But really quickly, before we end the show, I'm not going to keep you for too long, guys. I would like to talk about something that may happen after Extreme Rules.
Okay.
So the Raw after Extreme Rules, we're going to have a debut. We're going to have Adam Rose come out on Raw. What do you guys think they'll do with Adam Rose? Where do you think he'll be in the next 6 months?
mid-card scene.
Fandango's tag team partner was that?
It could happen. I don't see why not.
Oh, 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 da-da,
Kruger's a good worker.
oh.
This should have been your theory of the week.
Nah, Ball
I
Eve.
don't have an opinion on it.
Nah.
I'm not NXT, dude.
More Ball
Nah,
Eve and Evolution is the best theory I've ever come up with.
Bully.
Yeah, I think Adam Rose is the Santino Marella replacement. He's a great wrestler, don't get me wrong, but we've had enough of Santino Marella. We're not laughing at his jokes anymore. Adam Rose will be that guy we laugh at for a long time. He's got a lot of potential,
But at 34, he's...
but that's the problem with him.
He's
Adam, they're gonna keep that Adam Rose character as a joke and nothing more.
You never know. If he does win the fans over, he can achieve a lot. But it just depends on how the main roster fans feel about him.
I don't know. Santino won us over. Dolph Ziggler won us over. Some guy called Damien Sandow won a certain person over.
Still has. I'm still smitten. Still starstruck by Damien Sandow.
Behold the power of...
No, but I mean, when you look at the fans, they embraced Fandango, albeit for a while. If I can see them doing the same with Adam Rose. I'm not saying he's going to be a big champion, but I can see him doing well in the mid-card scene if his gimmick is...
I think it'll end up coming down to wrestling ability. If he can...
He can wrestle. There's no doubt about that.
Yes.
He can work.
Yeah, if he can wrestle, then I don't think we'll have a problem.
He's very entertaining wrestler.
Then again,
Very entertaining.
And again, so is Fandango. He's one of the best workers to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look where he is. He beat Jericho.
Well, he debuted at WrestleMania 29 against Jericho, so look at what that did to him.
And slightly later, sorry to cut you off there, Reza, slightly later than Adam Rose, Bo Dallas. What do you guys really think they'll do with him?
Evolution.
They're going to turn him into Ric Flair, right? He's going to end up getting the highlights. He's going to come, woo! He's going to walk around behind them, think he's Ric Flair. We're going to get a Ric Flair versus Ric Flair match at SummerSlam.
I honestly think Bo Dallas will be big on the main roster because
he'll be huge.
He will, because he's finally found his character. And the thing is, he has no character. That's the thing.
Oh.
And it works so well for him. It's his creepy smile. It's the thumbs up that he gives. It's just so simple, annoying, in your face, but you want to see it every single week. And I genuinely hope, I'm a believer, I genuinely hope he does really well. I can see him doing really well as well.
Well, as you guys know, I've been watching NXT for weeks and weeks and weeks, and this guy, Bo Dallas, I hated him. I hated watching him in the ring, talking the ring, and he was NXT champion. But this guy is so good at what he does. He is so good at annoying you. He is so good at getting you to boo him, and then he annoys you some more just by us guys booing him. He has the potential. He's been brought up in a great family. Look at Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Bray
Definitely.
Wyatt.
With the right gimmick, he can be awesome.
Yes.
This is his gimmick.
Guy
This is
has
it.
the right gimmick. This guy has the annoying gimmick, the heel gimmick. It's perfect for
I
him.
mean, but that's the thing. It's all well and good being able to do that to 400, 500 fans in an arena where they're the same people there every single week. But
Put it this way, he knows what to do to annoy thousands of people. Let's just be more annoying.
I mean, to
I
be
don't
honest,
know. I don't know.
This is where I see the beauty about NXT. The fact that it's not normal superstars going from OVW to Raw. It's actually like it's the same thing but with more people. That is the difference between NXT.
No, but it's a smaller scale with the same. That's the thing. When you have the same crowd, the crowd understands the superstars, and with it being a smaller number of crowd, a smaller crowd as well, you're able to get over a lot more. You can hear them a lot more. You can. I don't know. It just seems to have more of a personal effect.
That is true, but there's guys that look at the NXT stars that have graduated. They've all been a success.
They're all our current champions.
The Shield, Big E, Bray Wyatt, the Wyatt family. I mean, what's Eric Rowan doing there? Eric Rowan, he's let's be honest, like, he's not so great. But you know what? They've graduated, and they're absolutely awesome, and that's what.
I know, but that's the thing, though. I think it's too easy to say they're all a success because they're a success right now. But in a year, 2 years, can you really see Biggie Langston being as big as he is? Can you really see Dean Ambrose being as relevant as he is? Even Seth Rollins.
Dean Ambrose,
really?
yes. Seth Rollins, yes. Roman Reigns, yes. Bray Wyatt, definitely, yes. Luke Harper, yes. Again, Eric Rowan's the one with the question mark. Fair enough. Big E, he has the potential if he runs with it like he did as an NXT champion. Then yes, but honestly,
Who else has come out of NXT that has just been forgotten about, though?
Well, I mean,
well,
you have...
apart from Emma,
Is that your ringtone going off, Ive?
That is my ringtone. Sorry, it's Emma calling. Hello? Hello, Emma. Good eye, right? How are you? We should be friends with benefits. Why did you turn London? No.
she sounds like Adam Rose.
It's party time all the time.
That's probably, the best place to finish. This debate could go on forever.
Yes, it really can.
It could go on forever. Thank you for listening. Next time you hear from us, we will be going through the Extreme Rules predictions.
Oh, we're going to Extreme Rules, by the way, guys. I got us tickets.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome.
And yeah, please let us know what you think of the event. If you're going to watch it, who you're watching it with, who you're supporting. And yeah, it's all we have time for now. Give us thumbs up, downloads, all that fun stuff. And it's a bye from me.
And it's a big bye from me.
And it's a bye from me.
Don't forget about me. Hey, why did you guys turn off the light? Come back. Please come back. I am so alone. When the moon hits your eye, like a big pizza pie. That's Emma Ray. Goodbye from me.